Hello, welcome everybody, welcome. This is going to be a reading that I'm going to oblige. Basically, this reading is going to be a very spectacular. This is going to be a reading for Aries. So this is how it goes. This is going to be for May 21st and to the 25th of 2024. So this reading is going to be very interesting. This is how it goes. This is how it seems to be. Knowing about how it goes, right? So this is like how it's going to be all, how it is in one way or another, and this is how it seems to be because you have to know exactly what's going to be, when you have your own ways and how it seems to be and whatnot, and this is how it is. So it has to be valued and how it is because you have to know your strengths, your weaknesses. I'm going to be doing a you versus them reading that I'm doing, and this is how it seems to be because in my last reading it was something different, right? So this is how it was. Just remember how it seems to be because this is what it's going to be, and knowing that this is what it seems to be because in other words, it's a way of how it is, right? So you know how it seems to be, you know how it is, and that's what it is. So you understand that perfectly well, and this is how it is. So you versus them, I'm going to do that in one way or another, and this is what it seems to be. So, you could be on my right side, on the left side over here, and on your right side as my other hand. Basically, it means that it's them, So it could be that, right? But we're going to see what the universe is saying. We're going to see what's going on, and this is what it seems to be. So I know this reading is going to be a little bit longer, but this is how it goes because in one way or another, everything is going to be all great, all straightened out, and it's the way of how to acknowledge that, right? And when you do acknowledgement, you see on how it seems to be because you know what's going to happen, you know how it is, you know how your strengths, your weaknesses, your emotions, your energies, that's how it seems to be. So you know how it is, but this is what it seems to be, and this is believe in yourself, Moon, Aries, courage. So we're going to start with you to see what's happening between you versus them. So it's the way of knowing what to do because this reading is kind of small, but when you think about it, it could be a little bit bigger. So you know how it seems to be because, in other words, it's the way of knowing what to do, and this is what it seems to be. So you will see the cards eventually. And this is what this reading is all about. Okay, so let's get started. So in this reading, you have the High Priestess. So you have basically the Five of Pentacles reversed. You have the Magician that was reversed. Yeah, see that's the thing, right? Because you're acting like there was something that was happening. This is you, Aries, on this side. Okay, now them. This is different because this is the Four of Pentacles. So you could be dealing with another Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. But they don't have everything that they need. They kind of missing the whole entire point. They don't like that feeling. It's the way of how it goes. But it's like exactly what it seems to be. Because this is a good start. Right? And you know what it is, and one way or another, it's the way of knowing what to do. So this is like a way of how it seems to be. And I'm drinking some apple juice. It's very tasty though. So this is what it seems to be for you. But I'm going to clarify. I'm going to clarify at least 1, 2, 3, 4 reverse cards. Because uprights, they are okay. But reverse cards, well, I want to see what's happening with those. So what's going on here? What's happening? So let's see. So you have the King of Pentacles is upright. So you could be a working person. That's interesting. You have the Eight of Wands reversed because you're not traveling. Okay. The Ace of Pentacles is upright because there's a new beginning. Okay. For them. And they have the Devil that's upright because there's lots of violence, lots of, negativity, there's lots of being obsession, and there's lots of things that, you're maybe becoming addicting or whatever. So it's like you don't know what to do, but in advanced, it's like everything has to be all, different, right? This is like how it is, right? This is not, right or wrong, but in some way and somehow it is, right? So what's up about that card, please? Yeah, the King of Wands is upright. Yeah, see? So you could be dealing with another Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, right? So you have earth signs and fire signs. So it's kind of like very interesting of how it goes. But we're not over yet, because I want to see it as how it is. I'm sorry that my voice is a little bit low, just to let you all know. So you have to understand what I'm saying. Now we're going to clarify those 3 cards here and these cards over here. So I'm going to clarify. The Knight of Cups is upright because you could be having victory on your side, and you have the Five of Swords reversed because there's no conflict. Okay, that's interesting. Having no conflict is a good way to understand that. But I want to know what's the opposite of that card, please. The Magician that's reversed. Yeah, because you had the Magician that was reversed over here, and now they have the Magician that's reversed over here. It's the difference, right? Because that's kind of like all planned out. Right? It's the way of how it is. So I do understand that. I do understand. What's opposite about that card, please? The Emperor that's reversed. Yeah, there's no structure. That's interesting. You have no structure. And on them, they don't have any structure. But for you, you have basically, what you need, what you want. You act like there was some kind of different ways of how it is. I understand that. What is opposite about that card, please? The Six of Coins reversed. Okay, so they're not thinking about any money right now. Interesting. What's the opposite about that card, please? The star that's reversed. Okay, so they're not wishing upon a star. So I kind of understand that. I can understand how it seems to be. This is like a quest, a journey, the way how it goes. Something tells me that there was something that was kind of interesting of how it goes, you know? It's the way of how you can try to describe it. So I want to describe it on them, on what's happening. The Queen of Swords reversed. Yeah, there's no independence. Okay, that does, you know, it's the way of the outcome is, but you're not getting the gist of it. You're not getting like how everything was. It's not like a set in stone. It's not how, you know, the way of how it goes, you know. This is like a breathtaking situation, you know, because whenever you think about it, you think about how it seems to be, you know. Is there anything else? The Queen of Coins is upright. Okay, so this could be a man and woman situation. So they're trying to like get along with each other, and she wants a new beginning. He wants to have Victor on his side. Like he's thinking about another Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. You know, she's thinking about another Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Yeah, see, it's the way of how it was. It does make sense. Only it has to work together, right? Because it's the way of knowing what to do, right? Because in theory, this is like a huge outcome. The outcome is, and what outcome does, is the way of knowing what to do. It's like a life lesson, you know? You have the ability to know exactly from right and wrong, you know? It's the way of knowing what to do. It's like, you know, being like an outsider, something like that. But, you know, the point being is that you have to know exactly what's happening. You have to know your ways, you have to know your outcomes, you know, the whole entire, you know, and it's the way of how it goes. Because you never know that one person is thinking about the other person, and you know, it's how it goes. But it's remaining of how it seems to be. It's like, you know, when I think about this reading in my own mind, and I thought about it, I thought that Aries was drinking too much Benadryl, like a medicine thing. And you know, Aries probably wasn't feeling well, or I don't know. But it's the way of trying to describe this whole entire reading, and it was in my brain because it's kind of like baffles me. It's like making me all laugh because I can't stop laughing, right? Once you get belly laugh, you can't stop, right? But this is what it seems to be. It's a different reading. It's a different setup, you know, and you have to know exactly from right and wrong and what have you. Things are kind of good, but then you get to realize what's happening. You know, it's like you don't want somebody to bash you right across the head or anything like that. No. The problem is like you have to focus on each other. She's focusing on him. He's focusing on a different outcome, maybe a different person, I don't know. But you have to remember to know what's happening from right and wrong. You just know what to do, right? So let's keep going. So, this is what it seems to be. Okay, so, she's thinking about him, and he's thinking about another, like I say, another Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, right? He wants Victor on his side, and she understands that perfectly well. But I want to see what's the difference between the Ace of Pentacles here and the King of Wands here, and there's space here. So I want to see what's happening, because this is like, believe about timing and know about what's happening, because you have to know from how this is. So I'm just going to do a card like that. Let's see. Yeah, you have the Two of Pentacles is upright. Yeah, because he's balancing two things at once, right? Like, he's trying to do what he wants to do, and she has to accept that. Now, the problem is like, you have to get along with each other. Now, there is a way of knowing what to do, right? Because there are things that you're trying to remember, trying to discover, trying to know what's happening, So let's see. So I'm going to put the cards here, put it right by this Queen of Coins here. Let's see. So we have the Eight of Pentacles reversed because there's no perfection. Yeah, no one's not being perfect. Okay, that's how it was. Seven of Cups reversed because there's no delusion. Okay, that's understandable. And this one, you have the Emperor that's reversed because there's no nourishment. Or the Empress, sorry. Yeah, there's no nourishment. So that's very understanding. So there was something that was happening. Okay. So what's happening between these three cards? What was happening? The Eight of Pentacles was upright. See, Eight of Pentacles reversed here, no perfection. Now you have the perfection. That's interesting. The Sun is reversed because now she's in darkness because she doesn't know what to do now. And the Judgment was reversed because she's not being judged. That's quite understandable. Okay, is there anything else? Is there anything else? Let's have about that card. Let's see. Okay, so the Devil that was reversed, yeah, see? She's not acting like... She wasn't acting like to be obsessed, but then she is. I think he, as an Aries, he doesn't want to act like, being obsessed. He wants to know what's happening. And the strength card is reversed because she doesn't have any strength left. She knows that there was a bad outcome. Now this is like a strange reading, by the way, but it's the way of knowing what to do next. You know, it does make sense, but in other words, it doesn't. Because you have to believe it in order to succeed. So let's see. The Five of Wands is reversed. Okay. And the Two of Wands reversed. Is there anything else? What's also between these two cards? The Eight of Cups was upright. Yeah, because you know, it's the way of how it was. Like the Eight of Cups represents Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. So she understands that there was something that was happening. And the Four of Wands is upright because she understands that she already knows about the communication because the Three of Wands represents that, right? So there are things that she's knowing what to do, but in order to acknowledge that, you understand that, right? And by the way, this is like a play-on-play situation. You have to know exactly from your strengths and not your weaknesses. She's being like weak, or you know, because she doesn't have any strength left. And Aries is thinking, well, what's the point? I already got that covered. I know exactly how it needs to be. Now, it kind of makes me laugh in my own mind because it does make sense, but it doesn't make any sense. You have to know exactly how it is. It's like you're trying to feel the vibration, the energies, you know. Some of it's kind of happy, some of it's kind of confused, you know. It's the way of, you know, saying that, I can't do this anymore. Now, you know, that's what she's saying. And, you know, it's the way of how it was because in that moment, there's a way of knowing what to do. There's always a will, there's always a way, right? And you have to acknowledge that. Now, Aries, I know I'm talking to you, okay? The point being is that if you are having a partner like this, and you have to visualize your own way, do that, you know? Because your partner could be, I don't know, drinking Benadryl. That's a medicine thing, okay? And she could be doing that. Now, as in him, as in he, as in Aries, it's the way of knowing what to do next. Now, there's always a way of knowing, okay? You find a problem, you solve a solution, okay? Now, that's the way of how it goes. Because whatever it happens in one way or another, you have to know that. If you step in the right direction, you know how it is, right? If you go with the flow, you know what's happening. It's the way of how it needs to be. You know? And this is how it is. This is like not like a playboy situation. This is not, no. It's the way of knowing what to do next. So we're almost done with this reading. So we kind of got everything all covered. But this is how it seems to be right now. So the point being is that it's like you need to know what's happening now. Now I want to see what the universe is saying. Because we know that having traveling, having everything else, okay, you know everything is. So we know that she's already past communication, right? Like I said that before. The Three of Wands is communication, okay, and she's already past that. What he thinks as an Aries, another one, is trying to figure out what's happening now. So I'm trying to figure this out because I want to clarify that card. I want to clarify these two cards. Let's see what happens. So we have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. And we have the World that's reversed. Okay, so this is incompletion. Alright, so we understand that it was the way of torture. Maybe she was being tortured. Maybe he was feeling the same way. I don't know. But this is how it pans out, like, plays out. It's the way of knowing what to do next. Okay. Now the next is I want to clarify these two cards. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. And they're going to say what the universe is saying after. So the Ace of Cups is upright because that's a new beginning. He wants to have a new beginning. And the Two of Cups upright. Yeah, see, he wants the relationship, he wants the friendship, he wants whatever he wants. She understands that she's taking advantage of him. He wants the new beginning. It's the way of knowing what to do now. So this is interesting. So what's the opposite between these two? Queen Wands is upright because there's charisma. Okay. And the Wheel of Fortune is upright because there's karma, but it's basically positive. It's the positive direction. Having good luck. Okay, I can see it now. I can see that everything is all processed. Wow. This is a good reading so far. Let's talk about these two cards. The Page of Cups is upright, yeah. Because he's thinking another Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. The Knight of Swords reversed, where she doesn't have any victory. Yeah, I can understand the concept. I can see it now. I can see the whole entire way of how it goes. Let's tell us about that card, please. The Emperor that's reversed. Yeah, she's not acting like him. No, she's not. Because there's a way of knowing what to do. Like I say, it has to plan. It has to go exactly how it was. Because she's knowing what's happening. She wants to know what's going on. What's obviously about that card, please? The Fool is upright because there's change. Yeah, she wants to change. She doesn't want to take it anymore. She wants everything changed. She wants to change the outcome. She wants to get what she deserves. Because she wants him. He feels the same way, I can tell. But what's the opposite about that card, please? The Seven of Cups reversed. Okay. That does explain it. But what's the opposite about that card, please? The Tower is upright is transformation. Yeah, so now she knows that everything was tumbling down. Now she's thinking, I don't know what to do now. You know, and the man of an Aries was thinking, well, why you have done this is your fault, not mine. And she's like thinking to him and saying, no, it's not my fault, it's yours. So you see the difference there, you know. Like I know for a fact that this is a very interesting way, but it's so, I'm going to call it so messed up. You know, it's the way of knowing what to do, right? Because it's how it plays. So I'm just going to clarify here. Queen of Swords reversed. Okay. Does it explain anything to that? The Knight of Cups is upright. Yeah, see? Now she knows that everything wants to change. She wants to think about another Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. I understand that. I understand now. It does make sense now. It does. Because I want to see what the universe is going to say. So what's the universe is going to say? So I'm going to clarify that, and I'm going to clarify, let's see what's happening. So over here, let's see, Four of Cups reversed, there's no distraction. Okay, so he's not getting distracted because he understands about how it was. The Ten of Wands reversed because he was not feeling any burdens. Okay, that's interesting. The Star is upright because there's inspiration. Yeah, see? Now she's going to wish upon something. And the Page of Swords is upright because she's already educated. Yeah, see, I can tell it. Yeah, I can tell. So I just want to clarify these two cards now. The Knight of Swords is upright. Okay, so we understand about that. Is there anything else I can think of for that card? What's else about that card, please? And of this whole entire reading. The Seven of Pentacles reversed because there's no vision. He doesn't have any vision. That doesn't explain it either. Is there anything else? The Knight of Swords was upright. Yeah, because he's thinking that there's lots of stuff that was happening. He's feeling hurt. He's being like tortured. He's not having a good time. She's feeling there was that. So this could be another air sign that, that's how it was. He's believing that there was another sign that was with it. So it does kind of make sense. But one way or another, you have to know exactly what's happening from the ins and outs. So let's see. Let's see what's opposite about that card, please. The Seven of Pentacles was upright. Yeah, because he wants to get himself, he's looking at his career. He knows that there was something that was happening, and she believes in him. But then this is very strange because now everything is all shifted. Because she knows that there was something that was happening. The King of Cups was reversed. So it wasn't that. It wasn't how, disheartening it was. What's up about that card, please? The Swords reversed. Yeah, because he wasn't feeling like he wasn't having any anxiety. He wasn't crying. So I understand the whole entire stigma of how it was. What's the opposite about that card, please? What's the opposite? The Knight of Swords reversed. Yeah, exactly. So the Ace of Swords was reversed, Knight of Swords reversed. Yeah, I can understand the whole entire reading. Something doesn't add up right. Opposite that card, please. The Knight of Wands reversed. Is there something that was strange to this situation? Opposite that card, please. Five of Pentacles is upright because it represents insecurity. Yeah, so he's being insecurity. Okay, so I can understand that. Because she wants education, she wants inspiration, transformation. She understands what was happening. He's having insecurity right now. Okay, I understand that. Now, the universe will say that card between those and what's after the education card there. So let's see what the universe is saying. The Ten of Air is the end of a situation, difficult situation. Embrace the change, expect things to get better now. Recovering from an addiction. Okay. So he was like understanding that he was having a recovering from addiction like gambling or alcohol or whatever it is. So he understands that completely. The Lovers is upright. Archer, Raphael. Intimate relationships, carefully weigh your decisions. Good health. Okay, so this was a lover situation. Okay, interesting. And the Ten of Fire is too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance. Stress-related health concerns. Okay, so this could be a, the Ten of Air represents Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So this could be him, and she could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, but still. So Aries as the woman is Aries, and this could be the Ten of Wands, or the Ten of Air represents, it does represent Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So, this is like a way of how this reading is. It's the way of knowing what to do, and, it's the same as how it goes. So I think in my own mind that when I was laughing earlier in this whole entire reading, it's basically telling me that the reading is, it does make sense, it does. But the point being is that in that way, that she understands that it was stress-related health concerns. She wasn't happy about it. She was probably, saying, we are done with this. Like, we are lovers after all, but, the way of how this was, it's like, as in the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, as the recovering from addiction, he's like unhappy. He wants to recover and he wants to do whatever he wants to do. Alright, that's fine. But then she, as in the Ten of Fire, as in Aries, she understands that she was drinking Benadryl as a medicine product, whatever it is. And she understands that this was how it was because there was too much work was going on. Accept help from others. Life is out of balance. Stress-related health concerns. That's what it seems to be. He was covering from addiction. It could be, gambling or alcohol, whatever it is. And he understands what was happening. So this is between a man and a woman situation, and this is what it's caused by. So, if this reading does make sense to you, it does. Now, I'm going to show you this beautiful, beautiful animal card. It is a raccoon. You have everything you need. This is how it is because it's the way of knowing what to do. Like, she wants... You have everything you need. Like she knows that she was getting sick, and she's having the medicine of Benadryl, right? And he was, having recovering from addiction or saying I miss you or whatever. So this is like a love relationship some way. Love and hate relationship or not. But it's the way of knowing what to do. It's the way of knowing what to do. It's the way of, considering your options and considering what was happening, because the whole entire reading does make sense, only it's the way of how it is. So, before I let you go, pay attention about this reading. Pay attention to what's happening. Pay attention to how it is, because in some way and somehow, it does make sense. In order to do something, exactly from the right and wrong situation, and understand how it is, and you have to prove yourself wisely and understand how it seems to be. So before I let you go, understand and believe in yourself that if this happens to you, even if you're Aries or Leo or Sagittarius, whatever it is, you have to pay attention, because if this reading happens to you, you have to get to the point. Okay? So, I know that this reading is going to be crystal clear. I know that, my voice seems to be a little bit low, but it's okay. I understand that this is how it seems to be. But this is what I have for you. I hope that this reading helps you. Give the like, give the comment, enjoy. Because this is what it seems to be. This is how it's going to be, and this is how it is. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day to all, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye for now. Really, bye.